You're not going to be dizzy there?
I'm still on the ship.
Okay. Not the way to do it.
Guys, I'm improving, but they hit unexpectedly because, of course, I know the certain things to not do, but it still gets me with certain things. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. It's like being on a ship. Cheers.
Spin me round.
No, let's not say the word spin.
Round.
I hate the word spin. I hate everything.
Anyway,
turn around.
hello everybody.
So
Welcome back to Autistic Caring. We are doing something. I've just gone on a mission, and I'm going to explain that because it actually involves IKEA. I know, right? On Sunday, Easter Sunday, IKEA's open.
That's rare.
Well,
that's never happened to me.
There's a rationale to this.
I've never been to IKEA. What's IKEA?
What's IKEA? Well, they know you.
No, they don't.
Yeah, absolutely. No. We've got 2 lots of bedding. These are Doona covers, singles, and I'm going to explain that. One's in the grey and white. The other
this is blue. So.
Is in the brown and white. Okay.
So that is grey.
One's grey, one's blue.
He's colourblind.
I don't do well with that either. Anyway, that's what we got. So that's that part of things, but we also got some other things.
Is that brown?
No, it's actually grey. Yeah.
Oh, now you're getting me confused.
I know, right?
Oh, my grey,
You're brown, and I'm wearing a grey t-shirt.
Brown. Yeah, it's grey.
Would you like a I don't speak Swedish. So anyway, we've got 2 of those. These are the Doonas.
I wish I could.
Which are actually cotton covered, but they are duck feathers and duck down. So we've got 2 of those. I'll throw those
Why
over
they
there.
look so small?
Well, everything expands at IKEA. You know, everything's flat packed. You know. Anyway, now we've got another one of these. I really need to do a lesson in Swedish. This is a single mattress topper, 4 centimeters. Foam for padding. Are you still brain freezing over there? Okay, there's an explanation for this as well.
Is there a medical thing for this?
Yeah, it's having really cold ice cream on your neurology. Actually, there is a correlation to the high palate issue with that, by the way.
I'm better now.
No, it actually is. The tip is to put your tongue on the top of the palate.
Yeah, well, I can't do that. Very
don't
difficult.
have very cold stuff. Anyway, she does have a high palate. That's very consistent in people with 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. Sorry, thermodysregulate. So she does have 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. 60% of people with that condition will have either cleft palate or high palate. She's got a high palate one. The last part of the IKEA trip was the Rex begonia. What are they? Well, these are the cooling mats. 80 centimetres by 80 centimetres. I love
Rex.
Rex be gone. Something like that. So we're going to work out what all this is about.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I also got this, not related to the bed project, but don't tell her that. This is a kitchen project. This is like a little grate, I think.
Sleep,
I got that.
Oh, wow.
Sensitive.
That was an accident, but he's enjoying it.
I love it. She still can't work out what it is either.
What is this thing?
What does it do?
This is for ginger, isn't it? And for garlic.
Small things.
Yeah, when you have a zest of
small
something.
things, little things grow. Anyway, I'm just getting the easier small
Which
things.
Which song is that?
Oh God, there's so many songs happening.
I'm just saying, this is for ginger, garlic, and zest.
So, I thought I would explain what the project is.
She looks vicious.
She does. Dyan, you can keep holding it over there.
What has this got to do with the bed?
It's actually not. It's
nothing to do with the bed.
It's a separate project.
Okay, so I used my scissors to undo it for you.
You need to undo all the other things.
There.
Right, what are we doing and why?
Is that why I'm sitting here?
Yes, you're there for a reason. We had a night last night. In fact, we've had a night.
We always have a night.
Almost every night. Last night.
Every night's a night.
She actually stole my bed. She literally did. She kicked me out and she took that side of the bed. In all honesty, I suggested, get over here before I throw you off the balcony. No, I didn't say throw her off the balcony, but it was a thought I had at the time. I know, right? We needed to do something.
That's not very
Because the night before that, we didn't get to sleep until 6 o'clock in the morning. The night before that, we didn't get to sleep until 4 o'clock in the morning. Sleep is a bit of an issue. But we know that.
Okay,
but why?
That's really rude. That's really
rude. The sleep part of things is an autistic thing, correct? Yeah, and it's actually a 22q thing. So remember that.
But it's not that that's doing it this time.
No, but remember that chromosomal condition that Dyan's got. I'm going to explain that briefly while she's doing her thing.
2 seconds.
So, 22q. That's the chromosomal condition that Dyan's got. It's a microdeletion on the long arm of the 22nd chromosome. She's missing 40 to 60 genes, 3 million DNA building blocks, and that equates to anywhere up to 185 clinical symptoms.
Lovely.
A lot of these things are to do with this sleep, the actual inability or difficulties with sleep initiation, quality of sleep, deep sleep, restorative sleep, never happens. The genetic causation towards things like autism and ADHD, 15 to 60% of people with 22q will have autism, 40 to 60% will have ADHD. So we've got these neurodevelopmental components as part of that. Also, neutropenic, she's always running infections, and in fact we're dealing with multiple infections at the moment with a couple of different antibiotics. She's got high temperatures, febrile temperatures, 38, 38.5, and she's sweating out. Last night we were noticing a lot of surging. Every 15 minutes there was total sweat out, total exhaustion, and of course it keeps you up. She's dealing with pain. She's dealing with left shoulder popped out, right shoulder popped out, right hip popped out, fingers popped out, dislocation subluxations. Why? Because she's got loss hypermobility. So many things. And of course, when you're not getting the quality of sleep, when you're getting high temperatures, when you've got fevers, when you've got an imbalance of your electrolytes and everything else going on, these become triggers into other neurological events. The Tourette's becomes heightened, dystonia kicks in, and then things such as the seizures happen as well. Patients with 22q are more likely to have seizures. In fact, 7 times more likely than the general population. 65% of people with 22q will have seizures or seizure-like condition. Absolutely.
The science is real.
The science is real. So let's explain what we're doing to the bedding and the sheeting.
Okay, she's doing a cool joke. It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Thank you, honey. That's the cooling pad, right? Yeah. Gotcha.
It was funny in my head.
Echolalia, I think I'm not going to stop hearing that from you for the rest of the day, right?
Do you want to build a snowman?
And here we go with song lyrics. Anyway, we've got a lot of things to deal with. So we're looking at solutions to improve the scenario for Dyan being a hot sleeper.
Don't talk about my looks.
Honey, you're so hot when you're sleeping. You're a hot sleeper.
No.
You're over hot, in fact. Thermodysregulation is part of it. She can't regulate her temperature. So there's a lot of different tips, and we're going to work through some of these in this conversation, what we are doing, what we could be doing. Changing your bedding, well, that's the first thing. That's the top of the pyramid. You know, that whole apex of things you should do first. We're going to do that first. Dyan, changing the bedding. Good sleep starts with good bedding. Using layers of sheets you can easily remove. Well, we're actually taking a leaf out of the Europeans and particular cultures, actually. I'm not going to do the Japanese leaf, because you know what they do? They wet their top sheet and put over it with the evaporation process, making like a Coolgardie safe, as we call it in Australia.
Very clever Japanese.
But
I like it.
That has other problems for us.
Wow.
Then there's other cultures, such as the Vikings, Scandinavian style countries.
That's my blood, man.
They actually will have a separation. So we're going to take away...
I'm going back to my roots.
You're going back to yourself, by yourself now, over there in the corner.
I am.
Hey, Max. Max
right
is going to be there.
Right up to the Vikings, my blood.
Yes, you are.
It is. I'm tough.
Well, you've actually got dupuytren's, which is known as Vikings disease.
That's
Did you know
true.
that?
My granny had
dupuytren's is actually a Viking condition. It's from holding the sword. It's actually the hands that become like this, nailed and locked in, and they can't unbend. And that's what Dyan's developing in the early stages of. Again, subsidiary from 22q. For her, it might end up having to have surgery and other things later on, but that's another story. But what do the Vikings do differently? Rather than us sharing a doona and blanket and top sheet, we're taking the leaf out of, like I said, some European countries. Germans tend to not have a top sheet. They don't want to have the restriction. They just use the doona. So we're removing the top sheet. Okay, so it's giving us a little flexibility. We're going into separation rather than using a queen size or king size doona, blanket, and all those. We're going into singles.
Just one. I just heard
each
Father
side.
so. What's his name?
Sweetie,
Father?
your ADHD is spinning. Let's focus on this for the moment.
Sorry.
So left side, right side, singles. So we can adjust. She might need a warm blanket one night or a cooler blanket. She can adjust her side without affecting me and vice versa, right?
Yes.
Also, because we're under the covers of a queen bed,
very hot.
I'm pretty hot.
Yeah.
So I heat you up if I come close to you. So we're keeping ourselves away. Get over there. Get back in your corner over there. So that's been part of the content of why we're changing the bedding. Upgrade the mattress. Well, Diane's got a pressure care mattress for a reason. She's got high level pressure care, a level 4 Duracell mattress. But we do want to add a topper to that to take away some of the heat that comes out of the memory foam, the covers, the type of material is a little bit funny. It's meant to be breathable, but it's really not. It's meant to be waterproof, but it then adds other issues. So that increases the heat. We did a simple test last night, didn't we, Di? Where I threw you onto the other side of the bed.
You didn't throw me.
I was going to throw her. Trust me, I was going to.
Shuffled off to Buffalo.
All right, so you rolled over.
I did it like an old lady, guys.
Right.
I'm there.
So when you were there, did you notice it was cooler?
Oh, well, I went to sleep pretty quick. I think within 10 minutes I was asleep. I'm like,
problem solved. So we're taking a leaf out of that book.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay, she's a little bit lyrical today. A little bit ADHD, but that's okay. We're used to that. Have you been a bit Tourette'sy today as well?
Just ADHD.
Just ADHD,
that I
mate.
know of.
There are so many different neurodevelopmental things going simultaneously. How's the unpacking going, by the way?
It's exciting.
Okay, good. She's still going with that.
I'm having fun with the tags.
With the mattress side of things, we've got a mattress topper to give a bit of additional comfort and to pad between, like I said, the protected covering and reduce the heat from the mattress.
My goodness, why do I need a
We've got separation of sheets, so we've had to go to single sheets. But even the choice of the sheet material, rather than the
How can I go
polyester,
wrong?
visco stuff, I've gone pure cotton.
How can I go wrong?
Oh my God, you got instructions?
Why?
You don't do instructions.
Where
Are you going to cut the tags off?
I'm cutting them off.
Okay, I knew you would. As an autistic, don't always cut the tags off, whether it's the clothes or the sheets or the blankets.
I can't sleep with
it's that. See, she can't sleep with that. So we've got to get rid of the booklets of tags. Don't cut yourself.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying we'll get dyspraxia. That would be good. So we are updating the mattress component with the padder to help the nighttime overheating effect. John's going to wear cotton or moisture wicking pajamas to reduce and extract the sweat from her body. That's also why these cooling pads, the blue ones over there, are coming into well.
I used to sweat.
Because those are going to also absorb. They're going to take the heat away from you. A trick with that, we can put that blue heating pad into the fridge. Cooling pad for an hour in a Ziploc bag. And we can take it out and it's going to be cold.
In a Ziploc bag.
And we just put it underneath. And I've got two, so we can interchange.
Don't be stupid like me. I didn't catch that bit of the instruction.
The important part.
In a Ziploc bag, you can put this
into the fridge for an hour before sleep.
In a Ziploc.
Correct. What else are we going to try before sleep, honey?
Oh, they've sewn it in. What?
What else are we going to try before sleep?
We'll do Star Projector.
Okay, true. We're going to do the Galaxy Star Projector, which you love. Okay, that's the one from Kmart. Shower.
Or bath.
Or bath. Either which way, but we're going to cool you down. Wet hair as you step into sleep as well.
It always
to help
works
improve
for me,
that.
guys. My
100%.
wet hair does keep me cool. It's a bit like when I swim in the pool. My fever goes away for 24 hours at least.
Now you were surging through these heat where you go air conditioner on, fan on, sheets, blankets off, clothes off, and then 15 minutes later it's like, no, I'm cold again. So let's put all those things back on again and turn the fan off, and it's like every 15 minutes she's doing the same thing. So we're going to actually cool down the room temperature. The recommendation is actually between 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. How hot do we keep our room?
For cost effectiveness, 24 degrees is what I put the air conditioner on. We need a fan.
Correct, right?
It's cost effective.
It is.
But obviously, as
Get
it's
yourself one of these.
I've been doing it wrong.
Check the temperature of your room, because you remember your thermostat on maybe your fan or your air conditioner, it's not going to always be accurate. And places where you're actually needing it to get measured.
Because the fan lies.
We check this. So during the daytime, this is a good sort of temperature where I do in Australia, and we're in Perth, Western Australia, but at night time it's contributing to the overheat. So we're going to cool it down.
It's hot.
We're going to go down to about 19 degrees.
Because what are we? We're
and
quite
keep it
warm.
consistent. She can then do the layers.
We're still quite warm, guys.
Well, it's still warm. It was 22 degrees last night, still temperature. But apartments stay hotter, don't they?
Yes.
Do you find that?
Yes,
I
and
do.
we're not on the ground.
Now, we could open the window, but then you have things
Depends
like
on
the
the
cat, the outside air, smoke,
is it hotter?
cigarettes,
Is it cooler?
smells. You're sensitive to smells. If cigarette smoke comes in, you're sensitive to that. You want fresh air. There's a whole range of things as well. Tell me, do you know what temperature you sleep at night? Let me know in the comments below so we actually go as well.
Really?
More. Okay, fans and air conditioners, we've got those locked in.
Not a fan of this.
It's actually recommended to do a light workout just before sleep.
I'll get real. Okay, I'm having corn fritters before sleep.
No, you're actually not.
Or popcorn.
No, you're actually not.
Yeah, I am.
No, the recommendation
No,
is not to eat 3 hours before sleep.
Well, that's not happening.
Okay, so we actually have got problems here.
I'm a nocturnal eater.
You're a nocturnal eater.
I'm half part some animal species because I don't eat in the day. I eat
You're a
at
bat,
night.
actually.
I'm about to have my first meal at 3:30.
I actually think you're a koala. Koalas sleep about 22 hours in a day. You know that, don't you?
I thought I was a cat. Anyway.
No, you're a koala. Definitely a koala. You're warm, you're cuddly,
my Chinese
you make funny
star sign is
noises.
what? Tiger.
Okay, tiger.
So I'm a cat.
You're like Tiger Barb. You're that hot, though. That's the problem. So you need to be not the tiger. You need to be the cool koala.
Okay.
All right, so we need to work on
Koalas have got
that. But they
chlamydia.
do recommend looking at things like your food as well. Yes, koalas do. You know, there's an island off Australia that they're trying to work on doing a population of koalas so they can separate the koala population
To stop
the chlamydia spreading. Then they can
Okay.
rebreed and reintroduce.
Come on, koalas.
Anyway,
go
that's
to
another.
bed.
Sorry, we're
joking. I'm joking.
Another story. So light workout's not going to work because Dyan's got PEM, post-exertional malaise, because of ME/CFS, myalgic encephalomyelitis, chronic fatigue syndrome. How can she be?
Where's your
She can't do exercise.
tags,
In fact, the
where's your
cardiologist has said, don't do exercise, it's going to kill you. Okay, bit dramatic. He was actually very dramatic, that guy. But you know what I'm
He
saying.
also said, put me out to punch.
He said a lot of really weird things.
He's rude.
Let's leave that one for another story. She
Wait
can't
till
do the
you're in a
exercise,
nursing
but
home,
she's
old
going to
man.
do the bath or shower thing, hopefully,
Hopefully
if
don't
we've got
give
the
you a
energy. Of course, if she's in a neurological state, we can't do a bath or a shower because that will tip her over because of orthostatic intolerance and set her
devil made us
into
say
other
that.
things. So we're not going to do that. Other things that you can do, avoid eating within 3 hours of bed. Can you do that, Miss Nocturnal Eater?
No.
Okay.
And I refuse
Well,
to.
we
It's
can't do
against
that.
my religion.
Gastroparesis, lots and lots
Something
of
to do
small
with
meals
religion.
spread
Actually-
out through the whole day.
Actually,
Yeah?
to get rid of some of my demons,
Yeah.
I do actually have to fast.
Okay, you start fasting
So they
quickly.
don't latch on, you see.
Right, here's other things.
And I'm more aware the more I'm sometimes doing my fasting, you see.
Right.
It makes you more aware.
Okay.
So when they latch onto you, you're like, oh,
Right.
I've met you before, Satan.
Yeah.
Get away.
You may have noticed a bit of a hyper-focused, hyper-intensity
Okay, it
in
was
some
a
of
podcast
Diane's
today.
language. She is, well, it is Easter Sunday. She's
It's
been
Easter,
looking
it's
at a lot of
day
the
to
Catholic
talk
religion
about
stuff.
My religion.
But it consumes the approach and it
Sorry.
comes into all other conversations. And this is part of autism. So you're seeing real life what we have to deal with.
Communication
because of that.
problems.
Can I come back to what I'm saying about what we're trying to actually achieve? So we can't avoid the eating for 3 hours, but you need to have lighter
I'm
meals.
Weak. I'm weak.
Do only the snacks.
I'm human and I'm weak.
Well, there's certain types of foods that you've got to miss out on. You can't do caffeine. Well, we don't. We only have
I
one
don't do
coffee,
that.
and that's in the morning.
I gave up that a long time ago.
You can't do alcohol.
When you pretty much was home from work and were able to spy on me.
You're not allowed to do alcohol anyway, are you? Your doctor says no.
I asked for Christmas, he goes, no.
No. You need to get rid of
So you
sugar.
can have one.
You don't really have sugar in your diet anyway.
Not really, I'm turned off. I'm very disappointed this Easter. I'm looking
Sugar
forward to the
feeds
Easter egg. But
infections.
now that we're here,
Yeah.
today's bunny day.
Keep going with the
I
cutting.
don't
We
want
need
to
to
eat
get on to
chocolate.
rebuilding.
I'm not interested
All
in
right,
chocolate.
so she's not having the chocolate Easter eggs. They're mine. You also need to avoid
pretty much.
spicy foods. Now, you do have chili sauce
but
and
I
those
like
things.
curries and chilies.
Well, you can't have those 3 hours before bedtime.
Oh no, I
'Cause
wouldn't.
they contribute to generating
normally.
heat.
I wouldn't normally anyway.
Okay.
We have like grandpa, grandma dinners, guys. We have
We
dinner
don't.
at about 5 o'clock.
Generally as a rule, yeah.
It's called not having a life.
Yeah. But then when she snacks. Lots.
Well,
it's called grazing. That's what it's gastroparesis, dysmotility. Right, other things. Herbal solutions like black cohosh or soy may also help in cooling you down because whole soy foods such as edamame or tofu actually contain isoflavonoids, which actually help in reducing. You can actually. Have it. Tofu actually stops hot flushes.
I've heard that the marinated tofu is quite delicious.
Well, there you go. There's something to add to our diet.
Why not? I'll give anything a go.
Vitamins. Evening primrose oil actually may reduce the severity of symptoms.
It used to work for periods.
You actually have it already. Well, no, you had the oil. We have fish oil twice a day.
I stopped doing that because there's no periods. I'm postmenopausal, man.
Well, but you could have it to improve the heating effect in a female.
Then we're going to have to bring that one
Evening primrose? Okay, add that one to the mix. Other vitamins that help to cool the body and reduce heat-related stress. Vitamin C. You have 3 lots of vitamin C in a day, don't you, Dyan?
Yep.
Okay, so you're already doing the vitamin C.
I don't know.
3
at least.
And you also have 6 of the vitamin D3, so you cover those.
And we also have fruit juices that are very pure and have a lot of stuff.
They recommend B complex vitamins, especially B2 and B6, which you're meant to have because you're very low. Being an autistic, Dyan's got pyrrole disorder. Certain vitamins she is completely depleted of, so she has to supplement them. Iron, as an example, all the Bs.
Mainly the Bs.
Right.
If you are an autistic, go on a massive hunt.
But what does the B do? What you can only have B every 3rd day at the moment. We have a complex
I get like this
jitteries?
Yeah, under my skin, feel like my skin's cooling.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
Right.
But if you suffer it too, can you tell me what it is?
Tell me what it is.
I have told doctors, but they're like,
yep,
that's weird. Yeah, I know. But you want to know what it is?
Every 3 days we have that, so we can't have it late at night, otherwise it will keep her awake as well. It's an energy-inducing thing. Vitamin A also supports skin health and reduces inflammation. So that's the list of the different things. Using breathable bedding materials like cotton and wool reduce it. That's why we've also gone for the natural products in the blanket. So we've gone for the duck feathers and down. So that's going to be a nice.
It's like we get one because we're in an apartment. Yeah. Even in winter, it stays quite warm. We don't need and we have blankets that we put with it too. Yeah. So this is like, out of the 5 bars, it's like 2 bars.
Okay. So it's meant to be an all year round.
So it's an all year round one. So if you're not,
we'll give it a go.
You know, because I have the expertise of being a housewife.
Oh, you were an expert housewife, yes.
It's best to get the ones that are mid to low and add blankets with it because it's so frustrating when you have a hot doona and then it's summer or mid-season.
100%.
Sucks.
Absolutely. Now, some reasons why mattresses sleep hot is the heat retention in the memory foam and the lack of breathability in some of those materials. So be mindful of what you got. There are some hybrid mattress materials, and we've got one of those with the disability mattress. I know. I'm very careful of you. Trust me. There is an advanced solution, but it's really expensive. It's like $3,500, which is literally a liquid cooling solution that you put as a topper, and it literally runs water through at a cooled temperature. That's the ultimate, but who's got $3,500 to go and get a liquid cooled heating solution for thermodysregulation? You can see we're doing the cheap solutions around absolutely everything else. We're going to do everything else that works basically.
It's not him. I'm the problem.
Now, do you know what the Navy SEALs do? They've got a military sleep training routine, and they can fall asleep in a minute or to 2 minutes.
Oh, I could do the Air Force.
Yeah, the Navy probably not a good idea with your seasick.
The G's, I'd be like,
the G-Force?
Yeah, I haven't got the heart.
You got to be a grunt then. You got to become a ground troop. You got to be a Marine or a recon.
I'd be in the intelligence, excuse me.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, you know what? A lot of autistics do actually work in intelligence.
Exactly, that's why. He's autistic, he's very smart.
Practiced over 6 weeks, the military sleep method includes progressive muscle relaxation and visualizations, reported a 96% success rate even in high-stress environments. That's why Navy SEALs can fall asleep if they're in a transport plane, in a foxhole, in combat. They learn to do. I don't think you'd find that very comfortable. And there's no foxes. It's just because it's called a fox. No,
you don't get to cuddle
You dig a hole in the ground. They call it a foxhole. There's no fox. No, you don't have to cuddle a foxhole. Exactly right. Anyway, so there's a whole process around that.
Stupid.
No, you're not.
I thought I got
you're literal.
Stupid.
No, you're literal. You're autistic.
Guys, when I was in my 20s, I was very stupid. I was very entertaining because of it.
Women who eat regular certain fruits, strawberries, pineapple, melon, and mango, they report less. Okay, so if you're high fat and sugar, you've got 20% more likely to develop hot flushes at nighttime or nighttime sweats. So
I've been having my fruits.
Have more of those fruits at nighttime.
I've been having banana, pear, and apple.
Now you are waiting for an endocrine specialist out of the 24 specialists at the new hospital. That's to look at the hormone disorders, because a lot of night sweats can be a hormone-related issue. And the other key issue, which is not really on most lists, is medications. So we've got to now go through the complete medication list and work out what medications could be triggering and causing. Now, she's obviously on antibiotics to counteract the infections, but what medications is on that list, we have to now go through the product reviews for every medication and go, does that contribute to some of the symptoms? That's what we're going to do next.
First step, we have Duna. Da-da! It's being detagged. But like I'm in year 1 again. Take the cardboard off. You put the cardboard in the bin. See how much junk there is? Save the environment, IKEA. Just a thing about it is all this stuff. Then you take this out. Oh goodness. I know, Max, I know what you're thinking. It's stupid, right? Why is there so much stuff in it? Now, there should be pillow slip. Max, you're not concentrating. You're just like my other sons. I'm trying to make you be able to survive in the world.
Okay. How are you feeling after your drink and doing all of the uncutting of labels?
I'm exhausted.
Okay, you need to go to bed now, dear. That's a problem, because I need to strip the beds and make all these things happen.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. I'm going to bring a stool over.
Can you take Lucy away?
Where are we taking Lucy?
She's heavy. Oh.
Okay, she's not that heavy.
Isabella, tell him off.
Right.
All right.
There's a stool there for you.
Don't
I'm going to move this out of the way.
You know what dogs are like with cats.
So we're creating a working space so we can get all these things done, right?
You know how cool these are. Oh.
Okay, so before, just to explain the previous system that we've had, we've got obviously a coverlet type blanket. We have got the hospital style blanket, and these are a queen size, and then a top sheet.
A hospital blanket, but yeah.
Yeah, now the hospital blanket we can actually split in half, which is what we're going to do, and I'm going to sew it up so that we have our own individual his and her hospital blanket, but not yet, yeah?
Because you never know these different Dunas, because that's polyester.
Correct.
Might be okay.
100%.
This is like, we're heading into, guys, we're in autumn, as you might know, and some of you are having your spring, right? So this is in between seasons.
This, if you're not sure what this is the actual air part for the Duracell M4 alternating air level 4 pressure care mattress. So this one goes as well. Going to be washed.
I know that mattress toppers should not go on them, but this is a scenario of we're testing to see if I only need it at night time to sleep.
Everything's testing,
or
trying.
whether I can use it during the day or not. I might not be able to during the day. So
correct.
But you can put the level of the firmness of the mattress. There's many levels. So
that's going to be washed.
Good.
This is going to go and be washed.
Created yourself some more washing.
All I do is create work for me, I feel.
Oh, look at my hair everywhere.
Your hair is everywhere.
Do you want to give me the sticky roller, or are we just going to leave it like that?
You're a bit hairy.
Oh, I'm so dizzy.
Well, that's because you've moved position again. That's the vertigo that you've got. You've got neck issues. There's your sticky roller.
It's bad, isn't it?
Right, what we're going to do is get you off the bed. I'm going to strip the bed. And I'm going to start moving things around. That's the next part.
Oh my goodness, it's my own hair and I'm creeped out.
Okay, so your own hair for a start. But your hair's breaking up because of the seizure medication and your nutrition levels and your quality of your health, unfortunately. As your health.
Not good enough?
No, they're not actually a good thing at all.
I'm addicted.
And you get these sticky rollers also from IKEA, don't you?
Yes, I do. They're much cheaper, guys, from IKEA.
Right.
Much cheaper.
Okay, so let's get the Dunas sorted out first.
This is easier than a queen because there's only one side that's skinny.
You are a queen, honey, so let's get that real.
No.
Okay, these are button ones. You know how there's so many different types? Some have got Velcro, some have got zips, some have got ties, some have got buttons.
European.
Some have got those press studs.
European. Buttons and bows are European. French.
Right.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Give me a corner.
Right, you hold that and don't move.
piece of that pie.
Okay, let me find the other end.
Max is watching very diligently.
Oh, he's diligent.
That's a big word, isn't it? Diligent.
There's a secondary corner.
Look at this.
Right. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I know. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Don't go anywhere.
Whoa.
Hold on there.
Whoa.
A tsunami in any storm.
Max, something didn't fall on the ground. It's the buttons.
It's just the buttons. Right.
Oh, woohoo.
Okay.
Remember in primary school, we used to run underneath it?
Right. Do you want to do the buttons? Go.
You take kids to playgroup and you run underneath it,
Okay.
and it's like, oh, where are the kids? We're having fun.
Do the buttons.
Okay, which way do you do them?
What do you mean which way? How's the originator? Look how it starts from here. And keep the hem going the same way.
Okay, this is complex.
No, I'll just show you what you look for first. There you go. Thread the needle.
Oh, don't be like that with new cardigans.
Come on. You got it.
No, rabbit through the hole.
Excellent. One done.
You know I can't even tie my own
6 hours
shoelaces.
later. On the second doona. And she's getting all excited about the woos again. Alright, settle the woo
This is
down.
very, very cotton, isn't it?
It is, it's pure cotton.
It's pure cotton, I thought so. Oh, I see.
Very cheap. This is actually one of the cheapest solutions from IKEA. And you know what? I think there's actually 20% off bedding. Not sponsored, by the way.
Oh,
But
at the moment.
we actually probably saved an extra $100 across the
Thank
stuff that
you,
we got
Jesus.
today. Literally,
much?
do the buttons. We did. We saved an extra $100.
Wow.
So there's 20% across everything in the bedding section.
That's the right day to go. Easter
What a
Sunday.
day to go. Trust me, that worked
Easter
out really
Sunday
well.
is not the right day to go, but
Pick
you
a
know.
day, Easter Sunday.
So long as you've been to church first. Oh, you'd stop showing off now. Stop showing off.
Go on, Max. You can get the other button for me.
Showing off.
You seem to be entertaining yourself.
I am entertaining myself.
Making your own jokes about snowmen.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it.
No, let's not repeat that one.
But
Okay.
basically, do you want to build a snowman?
They don't want to build a snowman. Now, I need to
They
get you off the
do.
bed because I need to strip the bed,
Where do you
move
want-
mattresses. See the stool that I've conveniently placed behind you? That's where I need you to go.
Get me the dunce hat, obviously.
In the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Got my blanket.
Okay.
Can't take that from me.
You're being a little bit dramatic again.
Ooh, it's cold.
Okay, you're not Casper the Ghost.
It's cold.
Oh, now it's cold.
It's cold.
What must be working? We're getting you cooler. Excellent.
It's working then just by osmosis. Stone. Why would they put stone? Do they trust me with this? I'm not going to put it in my mouth.
Have you finished?
I've got an inbuilt fidget toy.
That's what he said.
Just
And now you're hot again.
jokes aren't that funny, are they? That's a lot.
Oh my god, no, you're hot.
No, the milkshake wore off within 5 minutes.
Well, we gave you a cold milkshake to bring your temperature
Oh,
down.
it lasted 5 minutes.
Need a permanent milkshake. Having over there?
No.
Okay, so meanwhile I'm starting to move things around on the beds and strip it and build things. You're just behaving yourself in the corner, right?
I'm waiting for this baby to be unravelled.
Okay, probably culturally inappropriate, but you're not a didgeridoo player.
I love didgeridoos. I've played them as a kid. Thank you, Aboriginal people, for that. It's fun.
Did you go with the boomerangs?
They don't come back.
That's if it doesn't come back as it's called a stick.
I know. I spoke to the Aboriginal people because they were at my school, and I said,
Yeah.
This is me, year 7, right? Found my voice. So what do I say to the Aboriginal guy that's teaching us how to cook food from the earth?
Damper and things
And
like
I'm
that.
like, you know this. You're an Aboriginal. Why? When I throw the
Did you say
boomerang,
that to him?
Not directly, really.
Okay,
not,
but
right?
you said, okay.
You would know this. And I said, you know the boomerangs? He's like, yeah.
I think he knows them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bright spark here.
When I throw it, it doesn't come back.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it depends how you throw it.
Yeah. He probably said you just got a stick.
So I went home and I kept throwing it different ways.
It's all in the throwing action.
Yeah, down.
Okay, well, what are you doing now?
What are those people that stand on the posts?
What,
days.
pole dancers?
No.
Oh,
No, that we don't talk about that.
okay. What are you doing with Barbie?
What culture does this? They stand
Like
with one leg up on the other leg and they stand.
I think it's a
like
South
this.
American
Yeah,
tribe.
it's so clever. And people push it from the bottom and everyone, they compete.
That's sadist.
They can be there for days.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that.
So it's a bit like the game with Jenga, so you can see if you can knock it over and who falls over.
Well, you have to look it up. I don't know the rules, but they do this.
Okay, you keep entertaining yourself. I'm working over here.
I am brave.
You're listening to Barbie.
I am what?
I am loved.
I am loved.
The way I am.
Just the way I am. That's not true. You're lying.
Okay, I need the pinches from you.
Barbie
Thank you.
lies.
Right, let's unravel the mattress topper and get that into place next.
Oh.
Diane is fatiguing over there.
Yes.
And I'm trying to move as quick as I
No, it's
can.
not your fault. It's me.
This is our challenge.
My body.
If you have to lie down on the ground, lie down on the ground.
Oh, look, this is the sewing drawer. Hello.
Alright.
This is an armrest. Desperate times call for desperate measures. This is an interesting scenery.
Right, we get in there.
Experience.
Oh look, more instructions.
I'd much prefer it over there. Everything is designed for me to be over there. It is not designed for me to be here.
Now this is meant to be 4 centimetres, so it will expand in the next
Well, watch out, it's going to whack me in the face.
24 hours.
Well, that's not 4 centimetres right now, is it?
No, I'm feeling a little bit depressed.
Sounds really bad.
Right, I'm getting there.
Scissors on the bed.
I am
That
careful.
comes with instructions too. Where can you go wrong?
Now these do have a zippable cover that's removable, so you can again wash these, which is a good part. But
This
because
one
it's been
needs-
compressed, she's going to open up and expand and get a little bigger as we go.
So many hours,
Right,
is it?
yeah, something like that. Topper's open. Now this is a standard single bed topper. You'll notice that the mattress itself, we have great difficulty with this bed because it's a customised disability companion high-low
It's
bed.
long.
Only one of its kind in bloody WA. But when they do that, they don't make things normal size. So there is this gap of about 10 or so centimetres.
you.
Sucks to me, doesn't it? Okay, so I've sorted that part of things out. I'm putting the rubbish away. Diane's already migrated from the stool to lying flat in the bathroom. It is a sensory zone. It is a soft mat. She's got a pillow for a cushion, but she's also playing the lights. She's struggling. This is just the fatigue of sitting up for a few minutes.
I'm dizzy.
And dizzy. I've got to keep moving to get all these other things sorted out quickly. Max is very excited about the sky show that she's creating.
I show. Look at this Maxi movements. Oh, look at that. This is an education. Art class is later on. This is science class. Look at this. Fibre optic. And right at the tip is where the colour comes pop from the batteries. The batteries are in here.
These are the 80 centimetre by 80 centimetre cooling pads that you get from IKEA. You can get them, they can actually even wrap around your pillow if you want to do it that way to make the pillow cooler. Like I said, you can put these in the fridge. What Diane's going to do at night times, we'll have them in the fridge and then we'll slip them underneath the actual top sheet, the fitted sheet, and then that'll be in place for her for nighttime mode. Okay, so doing a part. Where is the end? Here we are. What are you doing now? Get out of the fridge.
Snacks and treats.
Close the door of the fridge and put your money on top of the fridge.
There's no makeup in my makeup fridge.
No, it's chocolate
Pepsi.
and Pepsi, right?
Flavoured water. And twirls.
So that's put together now with the two separate doonas and the overbed table. And let's get down to bed and see how we can set this up for daytime use, and then we'll try it out for nighttime use.
Alright, we're
Okay,
ready to test.
we are. So daytime mode, you're using the cooling pad on top during the daytime mode for the moment.
Okay.
We've got the blankets
Oh,
pulled down at the feet of the bed.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's like I'm sitting on an ice pack of, or like, you know, when you sit in the shallow water at the pool.
Oh yeah, so it's like that.
It's like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's good.
Do you want to do what's going on?
So this is just your initial daytime testing to see how it performs for you.
Oh, wow.
You can get full mattress protectors in
But
this
you'd have to
material
be
fitted.
careful, depending on your, if you don't have, say, thermodysregulation, this could actually make your muscles and bones hurt.
Yeah, it makes it lock up because you're getting too cool. So you've got to find a balance point,
winter
don't
might
you?
be a bit different for me. I
true,
might
true.
not need them in winter, in peak winter.
Yeah. Now the fitted mattress protector in this version from IKEA is only available online for delivery. You
But
can't
this
buy
is
it in
80
store.
by 80 centimetres.
80 by 80, yeah.
So
And
for
it's
an
less than
average
$20.
female, it does fit most of your zones. that touch the bed, really. Because you can always stick a leg out like this. You just.
Well, that's the whole idea of you sticking your leg out now.
I've always done that. Rug up, but put one leg out.
Yes.
I like that one.
All right, man. Well, that was an IKEA bedding solution to help deal with it.
And I didn't do it.
Oh, no, right. I'm exhausted just doing it.
But guys, if you have thermodysregulation, do what he's just done. He knows more, as you just heard from him. But this is a solution, especially if you sleep next to someone else who has a different body
Regulates differently, yeah.
Everyone regulates differently. And
we've got different thermostats.
Have different doonas. Yeah.
100%. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode.
I will report.
Yep.
Sorry, my speech is bad from seizures. I will report how I feel the changes with A, the cooling mat, B, this padded thing, which the reason why I got one of these is because my alternating air mattress is actually like a very plasticated, so the heat is sent back up onto
it's a
me
hybrid
again.
cover, unfortunately, and a lot of memory foam and other bits in it, so they do add heat. And if that's adding to the problem, then you got to stop the problem.
Yeah.
Don't we?
So we'll see how I go.
Trial and tribulation.
And
Let's test it
even
out.
certain things like this topper for me might only need to be on here for sleep.
Sleep mode, exactly.
And it might not be here for the day.
Correct.
Because I spend all day here, guys. I mean, you guys know my story.
So there's different solutions
This
for
is where I
day
live.
and nighttime mode, which is what we've got to look at as we go along as well. Just like we were talking about the temperatures, 24 degrees inside for daytime. But realistically, at night time, we only need to bring that down cooler as you regulate as well.
Apparently, yeah, it's best to sleep at cooler temperature than 20.
Yeah, and you're looking quite flushed at the moment. You've got red face, the Mala butterfly rash at the moment. It's quite indicative. I don't know if they can see it on screen. It's hard to pick up sometimes those things.
Screen, guys.
So the Mala butterfly rash, commonly seen, unfortunately, with your condition, mast cell activation syndrome. It's an autoimmune condition.
Having 22q, my immune system is just, it doesn't work.
No, she doesn't work
My
well, does it?
thermostat's broken, hence this. So if you don't know what thermodysregulation is, it's when you have certain conditions that breaks your thermostat.
Now remember, we have other solutions when we step out of the house. So in summer, Dian's got an ice vest that she actually gets out of the freezer and wears like a vest. She simply wets it in water, wrings it dry and puts it in the freezer, and it's wearable for that.
It's wonderful.
During winter mode, you've got a heated electric back pad for the wheelchair.
So that my back doesn't cramp up. Or,
100%. As well as obviously an electric heating pad that you can put in any part of the other bodies as well.
Back pad that I take in my wheelchair, guys, you can actually get jackets that
clothes.
heat up.
Yeah.
Clothes that heat up. So
yeah, options
there's
are there
many
for
solutions
thermodysregulation
if
as well.
you have thermodysregulation, depending on which part of the world you live in. You might live in snow, you might live in extreme heat. I don't know.
All right, well, we've got some new things to try. We'll see how they go. We'll always test and measure to see if it
does
works.
this heat up, or it supposedly never does?
No, what it does is it will draw the heat from your body and also will draw the moisture away from your body as well. So both of those things. Now the efficacy, the long-term efficacy, may only last 2 or 3 hours. We don't know. That's what we're going to test, which is why sometimes you interchange. It's to help you get off and initiate with the sleep. Because sleep initiation is an issue by itself.
Yes.
To keep you cool before
Guys,
you go
it
through.
is for me. Like, I find that this cycling of every 15 minutes getting really
surging
hot.
through the hot, cold,
From being
hot, cold.
really cold.
It's ridiculous, actually.
Yeah, it's actually what keeps me awake.
Indeed. Big thumbs up of encouragement. Hype the channel. Comments, questions, ideas, and suggestions. Let us know
I guess
below.
we're broke too now.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. We've got to do these things
being
to survive,
disabled's
don't
not
we?
cheap.
No.
And not
this was the cheapest
everything's
solution.
covered by NDIS.
No. In fact, we've had to choose the cheapest options that were available. Like, I was just lucky there was a 20% sale in the bedding department.
It's really good.
I just fell into that. I didn't know what was happening, but I just happened to have that luck. So very good for us to get. And of course, we need interchangeable materials of doona covers because we've got to wash
You're not
things
using a top sheet
so
now.
often.
Yeah.
So that's part of the process as well.
So if you don't use a top sheet, that's fine. But so long as you have,
which is the
doona
German
covers
methodology.
to keep changing.
The Viking methodology is separation, and remember the Japanese use let's wet the top sheet and use the evaporative approach. So many different solutions are available. There you go. I just thought we'd get the hose in here and wet you down, make it easier.
I wanted to get in the pool yesterday.
I know you
I
did,
wasn't
right?
joking.
No, you were so hot. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was. Guys, thanks so very much for watching the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell,
And you
share.
can have, like we said, baths, showers before bed.
Yeah.
And especially if you've got lots of hair,
Yeah,
get it all
I
wet.
don't have that problem.
And so guys, sorry, you probably don't get to do that, but us chicks can do that. Wet your hair, go to bed with wet hair if you're having. And look, I know that perimenopause and menopause can have this. I'm postmenopausal, been there. However, this solution may work for you too. Don't know, but you'll have to ask people and look online for that, because I'm doing this for thermodysregulation, but you never know.
Yeah, and fevers. It's not just purely fever, it's the febrile fevers from infections and having 22 teeth.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, thanks so very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.